Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the next part following how we drew these bodies all together. So remember, I told you when you're going to see these bodies, make sure that you saw that manipulation. You saw the classes of the dot manipulation. So as we are going to cut, before we cut, remember we always extend these dots, the dot legs, and even this midline like this. All together, and you draw like this from there up to here. Hope you also understand it when you are doing it like this, just because you saw what we call that manipulation. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to cut like this. We shall cut here like this. Why are we cutting here like this? After folding this dot, after closing this dot, we shall draw a straight line that comes up to here. That's why we've passed this side. So then we carve our armhole. Like this. We cut like this. We cut our neckline. So here we are. What we are going to do, we are going to cut from here in this midpoint. Why are you cutting the mid? Yet we have to remove all this space. Reason why, since we did not add allowance here, we can't close this dot. Rather, we just cut here in the mid up to this point, and we don't continue down. We shall close the waist dot, and we cut, but we shall just cut here. Why are you going to close the waist dot? Because with these 2 inches, we added them here. Remember, added them here. That's why we are going to remove them. But we can't close here because we never added allowance this side and this side for the shoulder. That's why we just cut here, because we only need what we call the mid shoulder princess seam all together. So this is what we are going to do. First of all, we are going to first cut in the mid here, as I told you, the midpoint. Like this, up to nearing this point or the apex. All together, this is how it will look like, but it can't open minus first closing the waist dart. All together, so we shall close the waist dart like this. We shall first close the waist dart. Are you seeing? So now you see the reason as to why we added this extension from here up to here, like this one. Now you know why you added it there. So when you close here, this waist dart, the mid shoulder will open like this. And we are not yet done. We have to draw a straight line here on the waistline, like this, so that we get our normal straight line of the waist. Then you cut the excess. You cut here and leave the excess. Now you see our waistline is straight all together. So you also have to close this bust dart. We close it from here up to here, so that we can draw a straight line. Shall do like this, and also close it like this. Now you see. So you see this point. Now we have to draw a straight line from here up to here. We draw a straight line from here up to here. Now we can cut the excess. We cut off the excess. You can follow our WhatsApp channel and get to see all these classes, and even here on TikTok, you can press that button of the follow button and you continue. So this is what we have now. This is what we have together. So we are going to enclose this part, but before enclosing it, we just need only the pattern, its pattern together. We just need only its pattern. How? Meaning that we shall cut here like this. And also remove, cut also this side like this. At the end of the day, this is what we shall be having. This is what we shall be having. This one is what we call the mid-shoulder princess seam. So what do you do next? This is what you do next. So here we are. Here we are. This is what we have. So remember, we have to add sewing allowance, half an inch. This side like this side, even here, half an inch sewing allowance together. So let us add it together. First of all, we shall first trace the exact pattern this side. This one is the armhole. This one is the side seam, and we come here like this together. We also come up here like this together. Then we add half an inch and you come like this, half an inch. Remember, this is your pattern, this is your fabric, this one is your fabric, this is your pattern. Or this one is the paper, this one is the fabric. So you add half an inch here like this, half an inch, gently like this, half an inch. You can even measure it for perfection. Go measuring half an inch up here down like this together. Get also this one. I have the bodice book. It has all this information. You can just contact me, or you paste the link in bio and get this work. So even here we shall trace. But remember, if this one is your fabric, this part should be on a fold, meaning it has to be on a fold like this, so that you are able to open it like this together. But here we are dealing with only one part of the front part, only one side of the front part. So we shall do the same here like this, and we also add here half an inch. We are seeing how to make the mid-shoulder princess seam. Half an inch, up to down here. Still half an inch. Then here you cut the exact. Remember, this part is on a fold. Let me just draw here a line, but this part is always on a fold. So this is how it will come out. This is how it will come out. Then we shall just cut. Remember, this effect of the bust dart is also, this allowance here also went this allowance, since it was like this, when we closed it down, it was like this. When you also close this one, it came like this together. So this one will be a very nice princess seam of the mid shoulder. So now you can cut here like this. So at the end of the day, this is what we shall be having. This is what we shall be having. So meaning that when you join here, the princess seam, you join here from up to down, it will create an effect of the princess seam, but with our burst inclusive, showing the effect altogether. So do this work and show me, inshallah. Remember, this point is on fold. Make sure this point is on fold altogether. This point has to be on fold like this altogether, so that when you open it, it is represented the other side. The other side is also represented. But for this work, just do only this. Just do only this, because you are going to get these patterns of ours. You put on the fabric, but the fabric should be on fold like this. Altogether, should be on fold like this. You cut. Should be like this on the fabric, but with the allowance that we added here, meaning that when you put this one on your fabric like this, you have to leave the allowance half an inch up to down altogether. But when you open this one, it should be like this, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.